Happy New Year and happy 2025 to all Manchester United fans and all American Red Devils listening week in, week out around the world. We couldn't do it without you. Great year ahead. We're in the mud at the moment, United sitting in 14th place, but a better 2025 is on the horizon. My New Year's resolution for United, that I hope if I could talk to the entity that is United and get their shit together next year, is that I hope by the end of next summer's transfer window, we have at least a majority of a starting 11 who's willing to run through walls and eat buckets of nails for this manager. Ruben Amorim, I believe in him. I want him to be here for many, many years, and I hope Sir Jim doesn't get an itchy trigger finger because he needs time, but that's my hope. My hope is that we have a couple transfer windows in 2025, literally a couple. We have two. And I hope that by the end of the second one, by the end of the 2025 summer transfer window, we have cleared out some of the dead wood, made some real progress. I'm not expecting us to even be a top 4 team next year. I just want to see progress off the pitch in terms of moving the squad around, getting out the Luke Shaws and the Marcus Rashfords of the world, players who don't want to play for the team, who don't want to grind it out and be lean and mean and do whatever it takes to win. That's my New Year's resolution for Manchester United, sir, for next year. What are you hoping to see from United in the new year in 2025?
So what's amazing is in 2024, we've already seen the idea for Ruben Amorim, right? So I think 2024 was like, is there an idea? Yes, there is an idea. 2025 is about improving that idea, right? It includes both seasons, right? So we're going to include the finish to the 24-25 season and the start to the 25-26 season. So what I want to see is I want to see those green shoots sprouting out of the ground. I want to see the idea taking hold. I want to see us winning and scoring, playing this new dynamic style. So whether that would be at the end of 2025 or halfway through 2025, we have to start seeing the ship turn around. Like right now, we're just burning it to the ground, and we need to see the team and new system rise from the ashes in 2025. You do need to burn it down to get there. We are currently in the burn it all down phase, and that might be the rest of this season. But in 2025, we have to see this style starting to take shape and United be effective at taking it to the opposition. And that primarily leans on the attack. And like I said, we need to create more XG. We need to see fluid attack. We need to see attacking chemistry. We need to see this team starting to succeed and win. And I do agree that we will need the players to do that. But for me, it's more about seeing the system work. We saw this with LVG. It did take time. I would say you should start to see signs of it working in 2025. It might not be winning you the league in 25, but maybe in 26.
I hope so, sir. I certainly hope 26. I love the sound of that. I think progress is going to be important next year, and I hope he's given the time, and I hope he's given the resources. I know that money is tight, and we're not going to probably almost certainly be in Europe unless we nick one in the Europa League, which, not impossible. But either way, a lot to hope for in 2025. As far as it comes for American Red Devil resolution.
But before we do the ARD resolutions, I do have some Ineos resolutions, and these are sort of Manchester United organization, Manchester United PLC resolutions, which is we have to get PSR in check in 25. Like right now, 24 is basically the bloodletting. It's all the cutting. 25 is going to be about selling players, getting the wages off the books, doing commercial deals, bolstering revenue so that we're not in this PSR no man's land. We can't spend money. 25 is when we start seeing the green shoots on the financial side. And if we don't, there are going to be huge problems, and this is going to take a lot longer. So 25, we should start seeing us turn the ship. I also want to see the announcement and plan for the new stadium. That would be something that I want to see. So we do need to see us turn around on the pitch, and then we need to see the business that is Manchester United turn around on the financial side, as well as getting us that new stadium, because there's rats infesting Old Trafford. The pies are burned to a crisp. There's urine all over the floor. It's a nightmare. We need to be going to a nice stadium. I don't necessarily need like a crazy seat or anything. I still want to be in the Stratford end.
You went mute. He went mute. So, big resolution for the year. Can't wait for on the American Red Devil side, sir. My resolution is I want to be harder on this team and keep doing great stuff for the pod, right? So we launched YouTube in 2024. Maybe we can do more things with fans, more live watches, more times where we can do Ask Me Anything or talk about traveling or history. So I want to give back as much as possible to the American Red Devil community that has given us so much, sir. They've weathered the storm. We've been so shit for so long. And you know what? We want to do everything we can to step up the pot every year. So 2024 was a great year for us. I'm very excited about being on YouTube and you get to see this ugly fucking face every day. But next year, I want to step it up a notch, just like I hope this team starts stepping it up a notch, right? Ruben Amorim, well, Alex and John, we got some work to do as well. We could always sharpen our pencils a little bit more. You hear me? Let's go. America Red Devils 2025. It's going to be a great year. Here's to the future, sir. How long before we win another title? A decade at least.
Hold on. So can you hear me, sir?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay, now you can hear me. Look, technical difficulty, but life is about being a Manchester United fan. But as far as my New Year's resolutions for the podcast, sir, despite not being able to hear you, yeah, I think we need to get better on the technical side as we were having a technical breakdown on the podcast live. Because at the end of the day, you and me are just Muppets. I don't know anything about this YouTube thingamajig or just like the tech to get it up. It's actually way more complicated than you think.
Super complicated.
But we can get way better. So we're improving it every step of the way. Look, we got legitimate mics so that remote pods sound better. That was a step in the right direction. So if you support the pod on Patreon, shout out to you because you've made all this possible. And for 2025, just want to have fun. Have a lot of fun on this podcast. It's already been a blast. Want to find new ways to find to kick off engagement with fans. And this is just the beginning. We're just finding our feet. We're just figuring things out. And we're having a lot of fun doing it, including technical difficulties live. But Alex, when I go mute, you just like the show must go on. You got to just keep yapping. That's like the whole rub.
We got to do what? This?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
That's the motto. That's the motto. And you know what? We're not cutting. We're not editing because 2025, we're just moving the ball forward. And like you said, we're going to sharpen up the pencil a little bit, but I think this speaks to who the American Red Devils are. We're doing the best we can, sir. For fans, by fans. We both got 2 kids. We're both dying. But you know what? I love this team. I love doing it with you.
Yeah, so in our spare time, we talk about this miserable team.
Miserable team. Just terrible.
Miserable form.
Terrible.
Miserable form. Hey, United, you could be like 6 used to be bad, sir. Think about that. Like
8th,
6th,
14th.
Rangnick was pretty. I was like, Rangnick was like the worst. We like every time we say it's the worst, it's not. So hey, we might be going Millwall away next year. You never know. But look, that's it for the American Red Devils. Please comment below. What do you think United New Year's resolutions should be for 2025, or what should the podcast resolutions be in 2025? Do we cover them? We're doing a lot of things, so all your feedback helps the channel. Please subscribe. Only 30% of the people that actually watch our video subscribe. So if that is you, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit like and comment below. It goes a long way to help our small time channel. And we'll see you in the next video.